Hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and tonight we have Harry about to pull out of the coronation for a number of reasons. From Newsweek, United States Homeland Security sued over Prince Harry visa and drugs. Favoritism. Joe Biden's administration is being sued by a conservative think tank seeking the publication of Prince Harry's visa application in an effort to determine whether there was favoritism over his use of drugs. The Duke of Sussex moved to America in March 2020 when Donald Trump was still president, as international borders were due to close in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Since then, Harry and Meghan Markle had been living in California and working at the Archwell Foundation, and the prince's visa application has come under scrutiny over recent admissions in his book Spare that he took drugs including, but not limited to, cocaine, cannabis, magic mushrooms, and ayahuasca in both Britain and America. I don't use the word clusterfuck that frequently, but this absolutely looks like the right time to use it. This is a clusterfuck. Maybe that's one of the reasons why there are strong rumors that Gingerbread could pull out of the coronation at any given minute. The beast of things is popping out at the worst possible moment for him, of course, and perhaps at the best possible moment for the royal family. But things get even more complicated if we imagine how angry must be the Harkles and Netflix overlords. Where is the mojo? Where's the royal stuff? What are you bringing to the table if the Duchess of Sausages is staying home? But the Heritage Foundation initially submitted a Freedom of Information Act request in early March, asking for his application form to be published, but it was refused, citing Harry's privacy. Now the think tank has sued the Department of Homeland Security, and a court filing dated May 1, seen by Newsweek, states the media coverage has surfaced the question of whether DHS' decision to admit the Duke of Sausages into the United States should be reconsidered in light of the Duke of Sausages' most recent admissions to the essentials elements of numerous drug offenses both here and abroad in his 2023 memoir, Spare. And we got the most baffling attempts at lousy PR to deflect this. On the Daily Mail, Harry and Meghan's biographer, Omi Discovery, reveals couple had to wait for some time to get confirmation that they were welcome at the coronation. Oh, of course, it was not the Montecito morons' fault. It has always been that evil royal family that blocked them for being able to make a decision. Scovey said Harry never questioned whether he would go or not. However, he wasn't sure if he would be invited. There was never any question on whether he would want to come or not. It was a question at one point on whether he would be invited, I think. From what I understand, the Sussexes had to wait for some time to really get the confirmation whether they were 100% welcome at this event. The victims. Of course, this all follows the release of Spare, but for Harry, there was certainly no question about attending. Ultimately, he is fifth in line to the throne. He is a Counselor of State. Well, Countess Commonwealth. From the House of Lords today, the royal household have confirmed that in practice, working members of the royal family, will be called on to act as counselors of state. I think that makes Harry not suitable to be one, right? There's a serious constitutional reason for him to be here, and he takes that seriously, even though he's not a working member of the royal family. He added that the occasion would also be an emotional one for the Duke, insisting, as we have heard from him time and time again in his interviews, despite the pain that he has experienced from his own family, he still cares for them. So much can happen over time, and I don't think he would want to look back and regret not being there for that moment. Speaking about Harry's role in the coronation, Scobie acknowledged that he wouldn't have any official role except to be here. So basically, it is like his role at Meghan's Archwife's podcast when he was Oh, really? I forgot he wasn't even invited to that. But we have some strange clues that pop up out of nowhere. Sean Tandon on Twitter. U.S. Ambassador to UN Thomas Greenfield tells students that Prince Harry sent an email to her personal account that read from Prince Harry and she deleted it, believing it was definitely spam. He eventually found her work account. It's strange. This sounds and reeks of desperation, like Harry's trying to use any connection possible to solve the visa thing by any means possible. I guess Archwell has a department dedicated to hunt and find people's phones and emails to pull at their heartstrings, since Meghan has used those resources in the past, and I'm sure that she will be using them again in the future. You just wait. All reactions matter. I am just pity. A herald ambushed a stranger via their personal account and then contacted them at work. You will not ignore me, honey. Don't you know who I am? What a tool. And Erica B. Clearly is panicking about the possibility of his visa being revoked and thinks it's a situation of worldwide importance, so he goes to the United Nations. Amazing sense of entitlement. Hanoverian. What a clown. Prince Harry is so entitled that he sees nothing inappropriate in contacting a U.S. government official on her personal email. He undoubtedly got shorty when she didn't immediately respond to his very important message. Meghan Small, is Harry sending the emails? Or is Meghan using his email to further her ambitions? There needs to be an end to this gross misuse and abuse of power. And the Donald sat down with Nigel Farage, and one of the things he mentioned was how disrespectful was Meghan with Queen Elizabeth, and how could Harry be invited after all that?
I think it's going to be a great day, and I think that they will do a great job.
Yeah.
And he loves the country. Really, I got to know him quite well, and he loves the country, really loves the country, and he loved his mother. And that's why I thought she was treated so disrespectfully by Meghan, and just no reason to do that. I was actually surprised that Harry was invited, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure that no matter what's your stance on Donald Trump, I'm sure you agree with him on this. And Megyn Kelly talking to Dan Wootton on TV News. I have it on very good authority that she had a whole vision board of her life with the royal family.
By the way, it's not for nothing, Dan, but I have it on very good authority now that she had a whole vision board of her life with the royal family and of the royal family themselves and Prince Harry when she was married to husband number one. Happened to have a good source on that. That's the woman, the global icon.
Now, I have to say, I have heard disturbing things about the Duchess of Sausages, and I really thought that this could be one of them, but to be fair, not to defend Meghan or anything, but I can attest that vision boards work. And if what Megyn Kelly says is true, then we have yet another example of determination, vision, grit, and using the right tools to graft your way to the top of the royal chain. Or, well, more the spear link of the chain. So I don't think this was an insult or something to be ashamed of. No. What is something to be ashamed of is the mess that we recall thanks to Harry's gray suit on Twitter. Yeah, that day when Meghan was cosplaying Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, and it was the definition of awkwardness. By the way, it is said that Nacho and Harry had a fallout, but since I haven't been able to confirm this yet, you'll have to wait until tomorrow for more insights on this. My wonderful 111,000, that's a magic number, Royal Rogues, plus the 500,000 who haven't subscribed yet. I love you all. Remember to like this video and the two most important words. Much love and bliss.